his leadership in just 6 days after the 9/11 attacks. He got the New York Stock Exchange up and running and is credited with getting the U.S. financial system back in business. Former chairman and CEO of the New York Stock Exchange, Dick Grasso, joins me now. Good evening.
Judge, great to be with you on this historic day. And I'm not talking about the 37-year drought being over in the Triple Crown. I'm talking about the 71st anniversary of those brave men who jumped out of airplanes from the 82nd and 101st Airborne and led our invasion into Normandy. You know, you talk about the world's respect for America. I think there is respect. Respect in the sense that when all goes wrong, the world calls upon the greatest military that the earth has ever known.
But has the greatest military the earth has ever known been reacting or responding to the call? Our military didn't even respond to Benghazi. What's going on in the Middle East with Christians? I mean, we've got a leader who I believe is a leader in name only.
Separate the politics from the policy. Right. In the policy or in the application of military policy, we still have the greatest men and women wearing our uniform and are capable on a moment's notice. If there were the political will, all right, to say we're going to end ISIS, that would be over in about 3 weeks.
There's no question our military is the best. I mean, my dad, my grandfather both fought in the war. I mean, these people are coming home with fewer limbs, and they're not being treated the way they should be treated.
It's a national shame, okay? The Veterans Administration, and I know that the new leader there is trying his best. He himself being from the military academy, being a military man. But, you know, you need, in times like these, where you see these extensive waits, people dying before they get to see a doctor, you need someone to go in there with an axe, okay, and just start chopping away.
All right.
You said it yourself, Judge. In a corporation, okay, you measure, you motivate, you hold people accountable, and if they don't perform, you get rid of them.
Why is that not happening here?
Well, I think that the new leadership at the VA is trying their best.
Let's talk about in America. All the mistakes that are made by the DEA, by the Secret Service, by the IRS, all of these issues, nobody is being replaced. They're being promoted.
Well, I think, again, you have to separate politics from policy.
But we live under the politics of this government.
There are some wonderful career professionals in all of those agencies that you've named. Do they have the right leadership? Do they have the right motivation?
Do they?
Do they have the right political will above them saying, go do the job?
Do they?
That's the question.
Do they?
The voters will answer come in November of 16.
What does it take to be a leader?
It takes vision. It takes strength. It takes the ability to build a team. You know, you talked earlier about what happened in this city on September 11th of 2001. You know, no one person, including myself, got the market back up. It was a collective. It was an American effort on the part of so many people. You had a great mayor who said to the private sector, go do your thing and I'll support you. I ran the stock exchange. I said to my firms, put your typical jerseys aside. You're no longer Goldman Sachs. You're no longer Morgan Stanley. You're the United States of America, and you're going to bring back the capital markets, because when that bell rings that morning of September 17th, the terrorists will know they lost. And we did it.
And that's why you're a leader. You brought people together. You took charge. You made it happen. You made history. You want to talk about history? You made history. My good friend Dick Grasso.
So many thousands of people were behind me. And let's never forget what happened 71 years ago today. Every politician who runs for office should stand at that cemetery overlooking Omaha Beach and make a commitment to never forget that sacrifice.
Hopefully we'll have a leader who won't let us forget that. Dick Grasso, what an honor to have you here.
Delighted to be with you, Judge.
All right. And coming up,